Hello everyone, welcome to One Life Investments. This is your host Prajwal, and this is a super easy to understand MetaMask wallet setup guide. So let's get started. Alright, before I get into the video, I just want to quickly explain what a wallet is or what a MetaMask wallet in general, but this applies to almost all the wallets. The concept is similar. Before I made this video, I checked out all the top videos, and then looks like a lot of people are confused, and understandably it is quite confusing, and the way the YouTubers put it out there and the way a lot of people explain this is quite complicated and just makes people more confused. All right, I'm gonna try and make it as simple as I can, but if you are still confused or if you want to ask more questions, the comment section is always open. I try to make sure that I respond to each and every one of you. If this video was helpful, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, as it always helps out the channel. Subscribe for more tutorials like this in the future as well. So first of all, if you know what a wallet is and if you are familiar how to set it up, you probably won't be watching this video, but if you still are, it doesn't hurt to understand the concept from a deeper perspective. First, I would like to explain a basic terminology or what you might already know. For example, you probably heard about a word of a server, an application, and all that stuff, right? So in traditional architecture or Web 2, how everyone calls it, so let's say you have a application here on your mobile phone, desktop, doesn't really matter. Let's say this is a app, and this app talks to a server. For example, you can call this AWS, you can call it any kind of server where this application is hosted, and this application makes requests, for example, a Facebook for that matter. So if you have a Facebook app installed on your phone, and then this talks to the Facebook server, and then you get your photos back and everything back, right? So that's a traditional Web 2 architecture or whatever you want to call it. So now if you move on to Web 3, and then if you want to understand the concept of a wallet, in a simple term, a wallet is basically a application either on your phone or on your desktop, or if you are familiar with Web3 and crypto and all that stuff, you would know that there's a lot of extensions and all that stuff, extension wallets, which are quite popular. So that is, again, you can compare that to a normal application. Then what is a blockchain? Like, now people make this super complicated, and then a lot of people, as a normal user, you don't really need to understand what a blockchain is and what a decentralized chain is, what a centralized chain is, all that stuff, because the normal consumer doesn't care, right? So if you compare this with the normal application and server terminology, basically if you imagine your blockchain as a server, or a similar concept as a AWS, but this is decentralized, meaning it is not a single computer but a collection of small computers talking to each other and then forming a huge computer all together. So you can call this as a blockchain, right? Not an exact explanation, but this will help you understand the concept, right? So this is the blockchain. So what is the wallet app? So basically, wallet app is something that lets you connect to the blockchain, right? And then it allows you to use the facility or the features of a blockchain. For example, in this case, this wallet app allows you to buy a token, sell a token, swap, do all the DeFi stuff, everything. So all of those things are just a feature of a blockchain, right? So this is what a wallet app is. A wallet in itself is a little bit different. So if I need to explain what a wallet is, now in this context, I'm only talking about a MetaMask wallet or anything that runs on Ethereum. Now, when I say Ethereum, you can imagine it as a operating system or a kind of a blockchain. So Ethereum, you might have heard about Ethereum virtual machines, EVM chains, or EVM wallets. Now, if I've lost you again, just ignore that. Doesn't really matter. So this wallet or this MetaMask wallet, the MetaMask itself is a application, and then the wallet is something you add inside the application. If you have that concept clear, if you have any questions regarding that concept, let me know in the comments below. I'll make sure I try to explain as easy terms as I can. So there's a reason I've got MetaMask outside the wallet. So MetaMask is the application that holds your wallet. So, but what is a wallet, right? So if you've never created one, you can ignore this part. You don't really have to memorize, you don't really have to understand it, as you would understand it while you're following the process, following the tutorial. So a wallet, whenever anyone creates a wallet on a blockchain using an application, for example, MetaMask, you can use an extension or you can use a desktop address, it doesn't matter. So whenever you create a wallet, you are given something called a seed phrase or a security key. You normally get a seed phrase, right? So whenever you create a wallet, what it does is it communicates with the blockchain, right? And then it creates a new account on the blockchain, which is secured, or the identity of this wallet is hidden behind these seed phrases. Whenever you create a wallet, it sort of creates a account on the blockchain, right? So how does that account know that it needs to communicate with the wallet you've got on your phone? So whenever you create a wallet, a account is created. That's quite clear. And then that account is secure. You will do this once we create a wallet. So whenever you create a wallet, you are given a seed phrase, and they are the same thing. So seed phrase, either 12 characters, 26 characters, 24 characters, depending on the blockchain or depending on different scenarios. So once you use the seed phrase in an application and all that stuff, it sort of decodes it depending on the encryption, and then it pulls your wallet out from the blockchain and sets it up on your account. If that's confusing, forget about the concept. I've got other videos lined up which will explain that concept. But once you if you haven't created a wallet in the first place, but you have created a wallet, that's what a seed phrase does in the background, right? So I hope that's clear. If it's not clear, I don't want to go into too detail, as it might confuse a lot of people, because I try to keep it as simple as I can. Now next is I'll show you how to create a wallet, or how to set up a MetaMask wallet. All right, so let's jump on the phone now. Now this is how to set up MetaMask wallet on an Android phone, but on an iPhone as well, it's exactly the same. Maybe the UI might be different, or the button placement might be different, but the process will be exactly the same. So if you are on an iPhone or an iOS device, iPad or for that matter, you can follow this process exactly the same as it is. So go to Play Store and search for MetaMask, and always double check and make sure that you are downloading correct application, in this case MetaMask, because there can be a copycat, there might be a honeypot, or there might be some applications that are pretending to be MetaMask. Always double check, open it, and gotta go and have a look at about this app, tap on install. As you can see, it's started to download the application. Shouldn't take very long. All right, the app is installed, tap on open. Welcome MetaMask. You can have a look around and see and get a feel of what they've got. Welcome MetaMask, manage digital assets, your gateway to Web3. Get started. Now I'm assuming you are creating a wallet for the very first time, but if you're not, and if you are importing another wallet using a recovery phrase, you can tap on importing using the recovery phrase. I'll show you how to do this in another video, but this video is about setting up a new wallet. So tap on create a new wallet, set a password. And if you're wondering why I've set up such an easy password, right? So the password doesn't really matter. So what you need to secure is the seed phrase. In the future, I'll make another video on how to secure your MetaMask account or your wallet, or what are the best security practices and all that stuff. So make sure you give this video a thumbs up and let us know in the comments as well. So this password is a simple one. 1, 2, 3. As you can see, there's a green tick, and I can tap on the create password. And now it's creating a wallet. Okay, there you go. It says secure wallet. Don't lose your funds, protect your wallet by saving your secret recovery phrase in a place you can trust. So this is what you need to secure. Okay, you can tap on start, into your password. I'm going to reveal the seed phrase on this video. I'm not sure if it's going to come out on the recording or not, but what you see is it says tap to reveal your secret recovery phrase. Tap on view, and then it gives you 12 words. You cannot screenshot it. You'll have to write it down, and make sure you do not copy paste it in the notes app. Do not copy and paste and save it in anything that is digital. Okay, you might feel that you're secure, you might feel that your OPSEC is quite good, or you've got a really secure laptop and all that stuff. Trust me, you don't know how unsecure you are until you get hacked. Okay, now you write this down in a piece of paper or notebook where it is secure, no one will find it, and you will remember where it is, and it will not get damaged. Because if you lose the seed phrase, you will lose your wallet. There's no way to recover this once your seed phrase is gone and you do not remember. All right, write it down, and then you can follow the process. In another video, I'll show you how to secure this. And you can click on continue, and it'll ask you to confirm a couple of words, but that's it. You'll be able to do it by yourself. All right, so go back. I'm going to tap on remind me later. It says skip account security. I do understand that. Tap and skip, tap and done. And you can enable the security checks. That's fine. And you can tap and tick the tool. So it'll tell you where the accounts are, how to manage your account, all the notifications. Make sure you turn the notifications on just in case if there's any activity in your account. For example, anyone's trying to swap your assets and stuff like that, you will get a notification and you can probably intervene or move funds before anything bad happens. Got it. Using your wallet, buy, send, swap, receive asset by tapping the icon. Got it. Exploring, there's a browser. Got it. Help us improve MetaMask. Would you like to gather? Accept. Selected. All right. There you go. So that's your wallet all set up and ready to go to swap, buy, or get into the action on Web3 dApps and all that stuff. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to secure your wallet or how to recover your wallet using a seed trace, and maybe another video on how to secure things and what are the best practices of using a MetaMask or a Web3 wallet. All right. Make sure you check out our other tutorials and guides as well. If you have any suggestions for videos, or if you get confused or if you get stuck with anything, make sure you leave a comment. I make sure that I reply to all of your comments. Please make sure you like this video if this was helpful at all in any regards. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thank you, and you have a nice day.